Hey there, as you guys know. Oh, yes, you can record this to your computer. Approve. As you guys know, my name is Alexis Cole. I'm the director of JazzVoice because we've just been meeting, but now I just turned the recording on, so this is for those people just joining us. And this is the orientation session of February. It's February 2nd at 4 p.m. And we've just been introducing ourselves, so if you're watching this later, come to the next one so you can meet all these cool people and get to know some new JazzVoice members. So I'm going to share my screen now, and let's see, I made some notes and about the flow. Okay. Oh, a quick history of JazzVoice. So it was the pandemic, and I was at my cabin in Pennsylvania in the woods, and I had been alone there already for many months, and was making some educational videos, and they were kind of bad, but whatever. And I had this, it kind of led me to this thinking about, wow, like, what if all these jazz singers who are out of work right now could be available for teaching people? I know everybody's at home now and they want lessons, and like Jane Monheit's off the road and she could be teaching. And I thought that's a great idea. Someone should do it. And who could do it? And this kind of haunted me for days. And then I was like, oh my God, it's me. I'm supposed to do it. So I learned how to make a website, and basically my high school was offering a grant for $1,500. And I was like, oh my God, I've got to get that grant. It was like an innovation grant. And I thought this is such a great idea for the grant. And I've got to get the website up so that when I apply for the grant, they see that I'm making the website. Anyway, I had a friend at the cabin community I live at. She was like helping me write the grant, and I was alone. So I just like was up day and night for like 2 months learning to make this thing. And I launched it in time for the grant. I did not get the grant, but instead I got a whole new career as the director of jazzvoice.com. And it was great to have a deadline. I learned that through that. And yeah, and actually I worked with this organization called Ossining Innovates. That's like a local incubator in my town, entrepreneurship incubator. And they helped me come to the idea of having it be a membership site, because I was just thinking at the beginning about it being like like a lessons connection site, which there's actually a lot of those out there. But and us creating this new content and making it be more of a community. So it's great that I got steered in that direction, because that's definitely been what's made Jazz Voice successful, is the community. So that's kind of how we started. And what's included with a membership on Jazz Voice, we offer, we have the whole website, which I'll show you in a second, but the main way to interact with the website is to become a member. It's $35 a month or $350 a year. So you save 2 months if you buy an annual membership. And I recommend doing any of your memberships using PayPal instead of a credit card so it doesn't expire. But what's included with the membership is group classes, which is all the classes that are in the group classes menu. We do 5 classes a month, 2 master classes where people sing for the teacher and get feedback, 2 vocal workshops, which can be about topics like improvisation, vocal technique, theory. And then we have a couple people on the call mentioned that they were really looking for career help. So we have a whole career development track. Those are my favorite classes. I'm like, my hobby is entrepreneurship, and I guess I went pro with my hobby, so because here I am. But I love those classes. They're all about, I have a couple on making a website, there's some on video editing, there's some on marketing, there's some that give the big picture about the music business. So I really love that collection of classes that we have in the videos, and that represents, they were the least popular though, even though they're my favorite. So we just have one of those classes per month, because a lot of people just want to sing, they don't care about their career. That's great. I actually come from a family of musicians, as I mentioned too. My father is a semi-pro. He's a sign language interpreter by day, but by night he goes out and plays piano and sings, and he's recorded a few albums. And I love that he, like so many of us, has had a job and then used music to enjoy his life and connect with people. And my grandmother, my mother's mother, was an amateur singer and pianist. An amateur is a wonderful word here on Jazz Voice. It is not a bad word. It comes from the root of for the love of, ama. And I really believe that that is the best way to engage with singing. It's great to be a pro. I've had a career and I love it, but also nobody enjoys singing like somebody who's just doing it for the love of. So if my students don't seem like they're really that into it, I recommend that they do something else and like just do it, enjoy singing. Like singing should be, music making should be fun. And sometimes professionals lose sight of that. So, so I come from a family of amateur and semi-pro musicians who've really were wonderful. And I try to carry that, that ethos into Jazz Voice, that we're all here at all different spectrums of singing, and that this site has something for everybody. And we're not that different from each other. We're all in this together, learning about the music, working on our music, on our careers, and basically connecting with each other and finding our community through the music. So, and the other big thing that's included with the membership is our video library. At this point, we've had so many classes. Actually, during the pandemic, we used to have 12 classes a week. I mean, a month, 12 classes a month, 3 per week. And that was too many. And so over time, I've cut it back, and it's been great because more people come to each class. So it feels like more togetherness. And also our video library is replete. So if there's any topic that you're interested in, you can search the video library and go to a class about that topic. So I will show you those now and the rest of the site. Well, I'll just tell you quickly too. So if you want to consume Jazz Voice not as a member, now that the pandemic's over, I know not everybody has time, and it's okay. So I made everything available for $15. So if you want to watch a particular video or attend a particular class, you can do that one-off. But just remember, if you buy a class, it doesn't automatically include the video, because there's no technical way that I can do that, since videos are sold differently than classes. I know some sites have it that way, but this site does not. So you could either buy the class or watch the video. So don't sign up too early if you're just buying one off, because then if you can't come and you miss it, you can't watch the video later. And that's one of the benefits of being a member, is you can do both. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna share my screen, and I see some things in the chat. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, good. Okay, here we go, share. Okay. Great. Do you guys see jazzvoice.com?
Yep.
Okay, great. Okay. So here's the home page. And I made the original Jazz Voice site, but about 2 years ago, I got a pro to redesign it for me. I'm very happy with the way it looks now. And they did a good job. So the main page is this group classes page. And here's the calendar, which shows all the classes. And unfortunately, things take a minute to load here on Jazz Voice, but that is life. And so you can see what's coming up. So we have a wonderful masterclass with Dee Daniels coming up. So if you click on that, then you can click on service details. And it takes you to the class, more information. And then you can use this book now lesson. And it should show the time in your time zone here. All of our classes on Jazz Voice at this time are at 3 p.m. Eastern Time or 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So you can translate that to your time zone. We do that because 3 p.m. is good for people in Europe and 9 p.m. is good for people in Asia. So those are our two, and also in California. I figure they get off work and they're home by 6. So that's why I selected those times, and it's been working pretty well. No, not too many people complain, so I take that as a good sign. All right, so then you just click through and click next, and you can either buy it one-off or buy a plan, and then after you book, you should get an email. But then if you're logged in, I'm not logged in, but there's this is the login bar up here, and you'd see a drop-down menu from your name, and one of the important things in there is My Bookings, and you can always find your Zoom link here in My Bookings. Okay. So I'll show you the next, another thing that we offer. Here's the 3 tracks that I mentioned: master classes, vocal workshops, and career development classes. So those are, I'll just show you what one of those are all in the all classes too, but here you can see, a picture, and you can just click on whatever it is. I try to keep things booked about 2 to 3 months in advance. So you can always, if you're a member, just come on in here and book yourself in as many classes as you want, because there's no liability to not being able to come to a class. It's totally fine if you can't come later on. There's no penalty. And by the way, too, if you come to a class, you get a free dollar to spend on JazzVoice because everybody gets 10 loyalty points for attending class. So then you can spend that money in the bookstore or put it towards a private lesson or a group class. So one thing that isn't included with the membership are these multi-week courses. And there's one coming up with Mark Winkler, a songwriting course that so many people have taken and raved about. And so these ones just have their own price. So this class meets for 8 weeks and people buy it individually. And his class has been so popular. So if you're interested in lyric writing, please consider taking that class. You will love it. And that's also a great way to get to see the same people week after week. And then when you see them in class or you come to the Vocal Jazz Summit, you know them better. So there's those. The next tab I want to show you is the videos tab here. So again, this is sort of search videos is all videos, and it has a search bar in it. And then there's the 3 tracks that I mentioned have their own video channels. And also you can see the jam session videos from the past. And then if you speak Japanese or Russian, you're in luck because we have this foreign language videos section with a number of Russian and Japanese translations. That was sort of from the first 2 years of JazzVoice. We were trying to do more of that. So we stopped that. So none of the recent things are in Japanese or Russian. Okay, so I'll go to the search videos and show you guys how that works. Does someone have a question? Oh, I think the new person didn't get muted. Okay, welcome, Cosmia Consulting. Okay, so yeah, so here's the video, the main video library. And you can search here. There's a lot of, here you can search band leading. You can use these keywords. That one didn't come up with. How about improv? There's some ones. It's not like my favorite search tool, but you know, I think if you search people's names, here's Greta. You can get all of Greta's classes, but I don't know why, but it doesn't work perfectly. So if the best way to engage with the video content to look for things is just to scroll through. So if you're looking for career development ideas, you can just scroll through all the classes, and at the bottom you can load more. That's a very small button, but it just keeps going and going. As you can see, we've done a lot of classes. There's over, like I said, over 400 classes in the video library. So yeah. Oh, there's I Quit, When to Quit Your Day Job with Vanessa and Kimberly. Yeah, so it just keeps going. And yeah, so I encourage you to cruise through. And you can, with your membership, you know, if you're signed in up here, where I'm not right now, but if you're signed in there, you should just be able to watch all these videos, no problem. Okay, the next tab I want to share with you is the jam session. I hope a lot of you are planning to come to the jam session tonight. And this is where you can sign up for the jam. The jam is free, and it's a suggested donation of $15, but it is free to come on. And tonight, Wendy Luck is performing. She's one of our JazzVoice members, and she's been studying with me for many years, and I'm so proud of her. She's an amazing singer. In our lessons, she like makes me cry all the time. She's such a deep and beautiful singer. So I'm really excited that Jocelyn invited her to be the featured performer on the jam. And I'm anticipating a great turnout and a lot of fun tonight at the jam. And then we're doing it next month, as somebody mentioned, with Lena Sekali. So that should be wonderful too. She's really great. So yeah, so this is where you come on to sign up for the jam. Another great resource that we offer on JazzVoice is our private lessons. This was, as I mentioned, it was the original idea for JazzVoice, was just to connect private lessons. But here we are, and you can sign up for lessons with all these incredible teachers. And you're like, oh my God, really? I can take a lesson with Jane Monheit? Yes, you just sign up for a lesson and take a lesson. Kate's on there too. Nancy Morano was my teacher in college. She's teaching for us. All these wonderful teachers. Jocelyn is on there. Steve Meyerson is a piano teacher if you want to take piano lessons. So you just click on these and you get more information about the teachers. There you go. And again, you just click book now, and it will put you through to a time when you can book. But I just, encourage you right now. Wix doesn't allow you to book a session without specifying a time. But obviously these teachers aren't just available. Kate, I don't know what Kate's doing Wednesday at 11 a.m., but she's not sitting around waiting for you to book your lesson anymore because it's not COVID. So you just have to book the lesson, and then, you guys connect to make sure that she's available for the time that you chose or to reschedule. So people did generally, everybody's so busy touring, but just book your lesson. And if that time is not good, you can reschedule it with them for a time that's good for everybody. And I'm on there too, happy to teach private lessons to whoever is interested. Okay, let me just check the chat. I thought I signed up when I got to the site. I don't see a place to sign in. Just sign up. I'm a tech klutz, Ashley says. Sorry. Okay, great. Ashley, did you mean you didn't sign up for the jam?
No, I meant sign up for JazzVoice.
Oh, okay. Oh, you mean for a membership?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I can work on that with you. Actually, that's a good thing for me to show everybody how to do. So
Thank
I
you.
will do that now. Sure.
Okay.
Okay, great. So here is sign up. Yay. Button at the top. And also, if you try to book a class, it will always ask you if you want to pay for a one-off class or get a membership. So here's but you can use this sign up button. It's on the top left here. And these are the monthly and annual membership options. So you can see these two options are exactly the same. You just get 2 months for free. And getting the annual membership is, it's helpful for you because you get a little discount. It's helpful for us because we don't get as much churn, which is what they call it when people's credit cards expire or they fail for, if you get if you call your credit card company, if somebody stole your information or whatever. And a lot of times people inadvertently cancel their membership. So I really do recommend, if you think you're going to be with us, to get the annual membership, or start with a monthly membership and then change to annual. With both of these membership options, you get to choose what date the membership starts. So let's say you start out as a monthly member and you want to switch to annual. You can come up here in your login bar under your name and you can say my membership, and you could cancel your monthly membership and then buy the annual membership to start when your monthly membership expires. Unfortunately, with Wix, there's no upgrade. You can't just say upgrade me to annual. So that's the way to do it. Or just call me and I'll do it for you. I mean, I can do it for you, actually. I can do it over the phone if somebody needs some help. So Ashley, no stress. I'm here for you if you still have trouble. Okay, great. So private lessons. Another thing we started offering a little bit more robust offerings of is our online courses. And these are really great. And actually, these teachers have had their courses on some very expensive platforms that they had to pay for. So I'm really happy that I can offer them the space here on JazzVoice to host their courses for free so that they don't have to keep paying, $500 a year to host their courses somewhere else. So here's a great new course that we have. This is not it doesn't really tell you everything I wish it would, but it's an overview of the course. And actually for this course, she has a wonderful page that tells you more about the course as well. But yeah, check out these courses. And when you join an online course on JazzVoice, you also join a group, which is it's like a forum where people can discuss the class they're taking and talk with the other people who are taking that class. And also, as you complete the steps in the courses, you get loyalty points too. You get 5 loyalty points for completing each step. So there's a little bit of incentive there. Yes, and the course cost is separate from the monthly or annual membership. These are just individual one-off things. The membership really just covers these group classes here and the video library. But both private lessons and online courses are paid individual classes, and the multi-week courses are things that you pay for on your own. But also, I know that you guys are familiar with the prices out there. It's really been important to me to keep JazzVoice, accessible to people. So there's a lot of content here you can get for free, included with your $35, and even our multi-week courses, at $200 or so, and our courses are still a pretty good value compared to other things out there, I think. So we just want to make sure all of our teachers get appropriately compensated for their time and efforts. But yeah, another thing we have here is the shop. And this is a little music store. We just recently got access to Hal Leonard's music store. So we have a lot of stuff that I've picked from the Hal Leonard music store, and some wonderful real books, and Rosanna Eckert's wonderful book, Singing with Expression, Nancy Morano's book. We try to carry the books of our teachers That's a main thing that we do here. Dharma Meters improv book is very popular. So that's a fun thing to come and check out. And our prices are the same as everywhere else on the internet. I became a Fishman dealer. So if you need an amp to sing through, I highly, highly, highly recommend this amp. And if you contact me before you buy this, I might be able to give you a better discount than this too. That's the price that I have to sell it for, according to Fishman. So I think this amp is just amazing, and it made me change my life. So that's why I became a dealer, so that I could share that with you guys. Okay, we have our resources section here. There's these are blog categories, and we also have some articles that our people have written, and we have a member spotlight. This is sort of our blog, the resources section there. And now we have a Vocal Jazz Summit page. So that actually takes you over here to the Vocal Jazz Summit website that I helped administrate. Great. As you can see, there's the landing page. You can get your passes. Here's the schedule of events. Thursday, there's a quick, now we're just shifting gears a little bit to the Vocal Jazz Summit. So I actually co-founded the summit in 2021. And we've been going since then. The first year was online, and then every year after has been in person. And actually, oh no, we started it it was April 2021. Yep. So, right? Yes, that's right. Yeah. So it's been growing and it's amazing. And I highly recommend that you come out. Thursday, we meet up for dinner and we have a jam session. Friday, we have JazzVoice Beach Day and brunch on the beach at this wonderful restaurant, and right on the beach. So you can hang out and go swimming, or you could just hang out at the restaurant. And then we're going to have a mixer at the Z. Kate McGarry and Theo Blackman are going to do their concerts. Paul Jost is going to host the jam session. He's like a South Jersey person. Somebody said they were from South Jersey. And Saturday, Kate's going to give a vocal workshop on technique it's called Aging Like Fine Wine. It's about, vocal technique as we age. So I thought that would be fun. That was her idea. And then Theo's going to give an improv workshop about improvising with the melody, not necessarily scat singing. So that would be good for some of you. Paul Jost, who used to be a drummer, still is a drummer, but now mostly a singer, is going to give a rhythmic freedom workshop. And Renee Marie is going to give a masterclass. Some of you guys can sing for her there. Samara Joy is going to be at Chrysler Hall. So we're going to take a little field trip and go see her there in Norfolk. And then we'll come back for our jam session. Sunday, Matt Baker is going to give his ultimate live singer workshop. Maybe Veronica Swift's going to come with him. That would be amazing. We'll have to see when we get a little closer. Lydia Liebman's going to give a publicity workshop. Christy DeShiel is giving a masterclass. She was nominated for a Grammy, so I guess we'll see if she's going to win tonight. Then there's our jam session, Sunday afternoon jam session. And then we have our closing concert, which is an Ella celebration. Ella, of course, is from the Hampton Roads area, from Newport News. So we're going to celebrate her this year. And Christy and Renee are going to give that concert. And then we're going to have a big party at Bravo Italian Kitchen. So it is super, super fun. And this is everything you need to know for how to get there. And we have a really good rate at the Westin, which is right next door. And if you're thinking about coming at all, I would say to make this reservation like right now, because these are going to sell out. And you can always, I'm just going to stop sharing. You can, if you buy a ticket to the Vocal Jazz Summit, you can always, if you can't come later on, we can refund your ticket down to a virtual ticket. The summit is available virtually as well. So you could cancel your hotel reservation and refund your ticket down. So I encourage everybody to buy it before February 24th when the prices go up. Right now it's $195 plus tax. And we also have senior and student and military discounts. And we have the best discount is the buddy bundle, which is where you can bring a friend and both of you get like an 18% discount, which is our best discount. So it's better. And if you book by February 24th, you also get an assured spot in the Friday or Saturday night jam session. So those are the most popular jam sessions. So yeah, I encourage you, if you're thinking about it at all, to go ahead and make your plans for it. You can always bail out later. But Virginia Beach does fill up in the summer, so good to plan ahead. All right, let me see. Anything else that I missed? Okay, so I guess this is my moment. I wrote call to action. So if you're not a member yet, this would be a great time to hop in and get a membership. And I just made a video about how to do your Zoom settings for sound. So I know some of you are planning to come to the jam session tonight. So I'll go ahead and email that to everybody who signed up for this class. And so I have to post it to YouTube first, but that'll help you if you've never done any singing on Zoom before, help you to get your settings. It's very, very easy. And also I invite you to like our social channels. We have JazzVoice Online is our handle on Facebook or Instagram. And we have a group, a Facebook group for the Vocal Jazz, a combined group for the Vocal Jazz Summit and jazzvoice.com. And we try to, keep things updated in there and post interesting things about singing. So, all right. Do you guys have any questions? Most of the books in our bookstore are paper books, and only a few of them are online books. To answer Ashley's question. Great. Does anybody have any questions? Okay. Well, and who's coming to the jam session tonight? Yay. Great. Oh, Tina, maybe? Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, you can raise your hand. Cool. Great, Maxwell.
Sorry, can I just ask a quick question?
Yeah, of course.
Is this an actual jam where people sign up to sing?
Yep.
So what form of accompaniment, what do people do? They have tracks or?
Yep. They have tracks, they self-accompany, they sing a cappella sometimes.
Okay.
They have a friend or, any of the combination of those things. But
Okay.
most of the people use a track or iReal Pro app.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure.
Thanks.
Great. I'm glad that you are thinking about coming. All right,
Thanks.
guys. Well, thanks for hanging in there. This was a little bit of a longer session. Charles, you have a question? Or are you just saying bye? You're just saying bye. Okay, great.
Thank you. See you.
Yeah. Wait,
now.
Victor. Okay, great. I'll see you. Yep, see you in a little bit.
Yeah,
Can
can
I
I
get-
can I get some help in joining or finding out if I am a member
Yeah.
already?
Why don't we, I'll stop the video and then why don't we let other people leave and anybody who has a technical question can stay on with me. Let me stop the video. Oh, there we go.